Cold silence of deep space, the massive mining vessel Borealis hurtled forward, its hull groaning under the strain of endless voyage. Suddenly, a jagged asteroid slams into the ship like a hammer from the void. Asteroid miner Ramirez jolts awake, gasping as freezing fluid drains from his lungs. He's slammed into his escape pod alongside the others. The small fleet of pods jettisons violently from the dying ship, rocketing toward a mysterious alien planet glowing ominously in the distance. The descent was pure hell. The landing was catastrophic. The pod smashed through jagged rock formations before skidding violently across a barren alien landscape in a shower of sparks and dust. Inside, Ramirez fights desperately to escape.
Vitals erupted. Terrain unstable. Suggest you...
In his panic, he tears a gash across his suit against a jagged shard of debris. Oxygen hiss out. His breath grew shallow. His suit's levels plummets. He finally bursts out of the pod, collapsing onto the strange ground chest, heaving. The harsh alien wind whips around him as he stares at the empty horizon. "Leonard, status report," he rasped. "Multiple pods lost on entry. No life signs detected within range, sir. You may be the only survivor. Would you like to name this planet?" Then he muttered bitterly under his breath.
Already in use. Fuck off, Leonard. Searching. The name?
And just like that, the name stuck. This hostile, unforgiving world would forever be known as Fuck Off Leonard. As he watches the Borealis ship that had been his home for years plummet from the sky, suddenly a faint distress signal crackled through the static in his helmet. The makeshift transmitter was Dwayne, another survivor from the Borealis. Dwayne's voice was grim as he gestured toward the blinking transmitter. "I've been broadcasting on every emergency frequency. Got a weak reply from command. Rescue is coming, but it's gonna take them close to 2 years to reach this backwater sector." Andy stared at him, chest tightening. 2 years? Dwayne nodded slowly, then cracked a weary, half-mad smile. "Look around, man. This is home now. We gotta start building a life here. Find water, shelter, food, whatever the hell this rock has to offer." Before Andy could respond, a massive spider-like creature drags Dwayne away, heart-pounding. Andy backed away, thinking Dwayne had ditched him or something. Driven by pure survival instinct, he presses on toward the distant smoke plume rising from the crashed remains of the Borealis, the only place that might still hold the tools, supplies, and hope he needs to stay alive on this merciless world. Deep in the alien wilderness, Andy's helmet suddenly crackled to life. A desperate, broken distress signal cut through the static. A woman's voice, strained and urgent. "This is Naomi Calloway. I'm pinned down. My leg is trapped. Coordinates uploading now. Can you hear me? I need help. 10 kilometers away." Leonard's calm, synthetic voice filled Andy's helmet immediately. "Calculating route, sir. The journey will consume approximately 73% of your remaining oxygen reserves. Survival probability drops to 19%. I must advise against this course of action." As he stared toward the distant signal marker glowing on his HUD. "She might be the only one left out here," he growls. He pushes forward with renewed determination, shifting sands of Fuck Off Leonard. The landscape grew more treacherous, steep ridges, swirling dust storms and jagged obsidian rocks that sliced at his already damaged suit. Every breath grew shallower. The oxygen warnings pulsed faster, but he kept moving, driven by the faint hope of not being completely alone. Andy notices deep, unnatural footprints far too large for any human.
"I'm fine. I'm better off on my own anyway. Anything else you want to share here before I risk my life?"
On his way, he spots the creatures and takes shelter inside a battered pod. Then the noises began. The creature was circling the area. A weak, broken transmission crackles over the comms channel. "It's Dwayne. He's still alive. Barely." Andy instinctively moved toward the signal, but witnesses the massive spider creature devour him alive, limb by limb, in a grotesque, horrifying feast. Naomi acts fast. She triggers a loud emergency message on one of the pods, drawing the creature's attention away. With his oxygen now critically low at just 8%, Andy pushes onward in a desperate final sprint toward Naomi's crash site.
"I don't know, like some kind of alien spider nest or something like
Do
that."
not recommend this.
Deactivate personal assistant.
How old is your son?
He's 5.
O2 levels dropping. 16.
Do you have any idea how freaked out I was? You must really miss him.
Suddenly, a massive underground creature erupts upward, swallowing him whole. "Sir, deploying emergency electrical discharge," Leonard announces calmly. A powerful shock rips through the beast's throat. It convulses violently and vomits Andy back onto the surface in a spray of slime and alien bile.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die in this little pod by myself. I'm not gonna make it.
They ripped through the pods like tuna cans.
Andy, oh, is that to keep me calm or you? Bad? Wait, unless you're hallucinating.
I'll just mark you down for 10.
Still, Andy refuses to stop. Driven by pure will, he reaches Naomi's pod at the brink of collapse. She quickly shares her emergency oxygen reserves, flooding his suit with precious air. Together, they free her pinned leg. The two survivors share a rare moment of humanity. "I had a wife and a son," Andy said quietly. "They were taken from me in a car accident back on Earth. After that, I signed up for the longest deep space mining contracts I could find. Guess I was trying to outrun the silence, for the first time since the crash, but the planet would not let them rest."
Caleb, he fell off a trampoline when he was 4. Alright, grab my hand. So I just thought maybe I could use it as a club or something.
From every direction, multiple spider-like creatures emerge larger, faster, and far more aggressive than the first. They sprint desperately across the broken landscape toward the distant burning wreckage of the Borealis. The monstrous spider creature retreats into the shadows after their narrow escape. They manage to take one down. Making their way inside Borealis, they begin to trace blood, leading them to the ferocious beast.
Yeah, assuming that's...
Andy locks themselves in an airlock by an accident, and they begin to share their past, which hurts with one another. In their final moments, the monster breaks the door, eventually freeing them as they begin to sprint to safety. The monster begins chasing Naomi, which Andy somehow has to figure out a way to kill it, with only inches away from tearing Naomi apart. Andy finally triggers the release. A massive pod comes crashing down from above with devastating force, crushing the beast instantly and sending blood and debris exploding across the corridor, with one dead and more to go, although they cannot be rescued immediately.
It's over.
The pair intend to find enough supplies for them to settle in and face a potential 18 months wait, but now with hope, companionship, and a renewed sense of emotional connection. Thanks for watching.